All right, so we'll do guess the lines. Every week we guess the lines.
Mm-hmm.
I am leading by 1 for the season.
We have 2 ties. You're up 8-7-2. Yeah.
Okay. Saturday, last week of the season, is that something we've had before? Because this season's so long, I can't even remember what we had in the past. It doesn't feel familiar to me.
I don't think so either.
I feel like this has been week 16 in the past, but not week 17,
right.
which
Christmas
is now week 18.
And then that's it. Yeah, right.
Okay. So I broke all these down into categories, and this Chiefs-Broncos game is in the category of AFC seeding on the line. Chiefs can clinch the 2 seed. They could also put pressure on the Titans because if they win, then the Titans would have to win against the Texans to clinch the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you saw the Broncos today. I was going to tweet this, but I was too lazy. The Broncos, their offense between Drew Luck and Vic Fangio, it's like watching a 92-year-old person back out of the driveway. It's just super slow, cautious. I don't want to hit, stopping, stop, start. Oh my God, I hit the mailbox. It's just awful. Drew Luck is awful. Their offense is awful.
But eventually the 92-year-old gets out of the driveway, right? So I don't know if it's a good
maybe not. All right, I'll still work on it. I have the Chiefs. It's in Denver.
Yep.
I have the Chiefs favored by 9.5.
Oh, come on. Now, you always pretend you don't know when these games are, what the line is. You got it exactly. I said 9. It's 9.5.
I just knew they weren't going to let us tease it.
Well, it's a free 3-team teaser game. It's a free one. Saturday, get it out of the way, then you don't have to worry about 2 on Sunday. Especially if they, at that point, they can think that they could get the 1 seed. They're not losing it.
So we did the 4-team, 13-pointer for $1 million picks, and then FanDuel boosted it, and it actually won. All 4 hit. It was like Niners, Bucks, Bills, and then whatever the 4th one that was favored by
Niners,
1 million
Bucks,
points.
Bills. Wait, who was the other big one?
Niners, Bucks, Bills. It's pretty sad I can't even remember our FanDuel boost. But yeah, all of them hit.
Okay.
And when they boosted it from minus 175 to minus 130. My team.
Patriots.
Against the Jags. Yeah. We covered that one convincingly.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
This is looking like it should be thrown in a 3-teamer because I cannot see any scenario where the Broncos score even remotely enough points to hang with the Chiefs.
Freebie. Chiefs aren't going to want to go in the playoffs, 2-game losing streak. They win this.
Okay. And then our other one, Cowboys-Eagles. They're seeding on the line. It's smart that they did this on a Saturday because if the Cowboys win, it'll put some pressure on some other people. And if the Eagles win...
Tampa and the Rams. Yep.
Yeah. And if the Eagles win, I guess that ices out New Orleans. Then that New Orleans game means nothing.
Is that true? I know the Eagles are in.
Oh, no.
The Packers got them in. Yeah.
You're right. It would...
I don't think it's really anything for them. Maybe they can get to a 6, but I don't know if they know the difference between 6 or 7 or 5, right?
Yeah, if you're Philly, it's like, oh, man, if we can just get to a 6, ... Does it matter between Tampa and the Rams and Dallas? Probably not.
Coaches typically sit everybody. I think Dallas could sit everybody too here. I know it does mean potentially they can get a 2 or a 3, but not likely.
Well, what do you care? You win, you're still going to have to go to Green Bay at some point.
And that's the thing. We're better on the road. I'm not even sure being home in Jerry World is ideal for us. We're 6-2 on the road.
It all comes down to that horrible loss to Vegas on Thanksgiving, where you win the coin toss and you still lose in overtime. I can't get over it.
We lost by 1 million to Denver too. The AFC West is
but that one you got your asses kicked.
Yeah,
the Raiders one was like you're home on Thanksgiving and you got it to overtime.
Right.
So if you win that, you would have had a chance, I think, to lock up the 2 seed.
Yep.
All right, we'll do.
Well, you do the line. Did you guess it?
I didn't.
Oh.
I have the Cowboys favored by 3 in Philadelphia.
I went hefty here. I said 4.5. It's only 2. So you're up 2-0. You won the Saturday games. You want to continue, or you could buy out now? Shit.
Let's do the 3 irrelevant games, and then we'll take a break. These are the 3 worst games. These games mean absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Every year we've tried to figure out how to analyze these and bet these. And the reality is you should just ignore them and pretend they're not happening. First one is the Packers at Detroit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a line for this, but you're not going to be able to bet this line now.
It's going to be Jordan Love, who we've seen once this year, who was really bad.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon St. Ra Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He's your best player. Why you pretend not to know him?
He turned out to be one of like
teams.
the 7 best fantasy guys in the league in the playoffs. I have the Packers by 5 in Detroit.
We almost shouldn't count this, even though I would have won. I said 7, and they're showing 11. They're actually showing it in a few books.
So. 11? We bet Detroit.
Well, the other thing is, these teams kind of have to keep losing, right? You're going to mention the Giants in a second. Some of these teams have 2 picks in the top 8. I don't know. I will count that because I won.
I'll give it to you. There's a line in the game.
Yep.
Vikings Bears is another one that means absolutely nothing. And now the Bears have been played off the sports pages by the Bulls. DeRozan with the back-to-back game winners. They have the number 1 seed in the East. You know, when we did House and Priscilla and I did over-unders, and they were like division bets and stuff. And the Bucks were like something crazy to win their division. They were like minus 1,500, something like that, minus 1,200.
Milwaukee Bucks?
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Basketball already? Oh, jeez. Okay, go ahead.
And the Bulls, the Bulls were like 20-1 to win the division, 15-1, like some crazy number. The Bulls are winning the division by multiple games.
It's ridiculous.
It'll be one of the nuttiest division winners for betting that we've had. Anyway, they played the Bears off the pages. Matt Nagy's getting fired. Nobody cares.
Have you seen this Sean Mannion? He's going to be the coach.
Are we going to see Sean Mannion next week? Probably not, right? COVID Kurt's coming back?
Kurt will be back.
Kurt.
He'll be back.
His
COVID went way over, right? For an unvaxxed. You would have thought week 3 and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Kurt.
Oh, no. We would have had like week 8.5 for him max.
But imagine, though, if he, and I get it, everybody's getting COVID now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Imagine if the Vikings really needed that game tonight. I mean, I guess they were eliminated anyway, but
yeah,
it was sucked. What do you have for this?
Mike Zimmer looked like he was ready to go home.
Oh, man.
I had the Vikings by 5.5 against Chicago.
Yeah, you went too high. I said 4, and it's 3.5.
Oh, this is where you're really thriving with the games that mean nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm good at the all meaningless shit. Nagy's got to go, right? Even if he ends up 7-10, they're talking about it.
He's gone.
Maybe both these coaches. Could be a loser leaves town.
It's both losers leave town.
Loser leaves the North. Yeah.
Well, speaking of losers, this one is an all-timer. I think they should ban this from the red zone. Washington and the Giants. Yeah, we shouldn't. There should be no record that this game happened. And plus, it's in Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
And I just can't think of a worse football game. I have Washington favored by 4.
I went 5.5. It's 6.5.
Oh my God! You won all 3 of those.
They're the worst franchise in sports. You got to give them half dozen.
I was watching a couple episodes of Man in the Arena, the Tom Brady show, and
let it go already.
The Giants just really spoiled a couple of the episodes. I didn't enjoy it. It was not fun reliving it, and I hope they're wallowing in their misery. I had blocked out of my mind the second, like the first Super Bowl. I think the Giants deserved to win. I actually think they played better. Their front four was dominant, and they made a bunch of plays, and we couldn't run the ball, and they were better than us. The second one we just gave away, and Gronk was hurt, and we were up 2 scores. It was like 7. It was like 17-9, something like that.
Yeah, 11 points. Yeah.
And we could not get 3 more points.
Was that the Asante Samuel one? The one that won?
No, that was the first one. This was the one where we just couldn't put him away. And then the Manningham 40-yard down the sideline. We let them score, which I think everybody has forgotten about. And it actually worked. Bradshaw fell in the end zone, and then we couldn't get the Hail Mary. But I was getting mad all over again. My point is this. I hope you wallow in despair, Giants franchise. I hope this lasts for years and years. Good luck to all of you.
I'm loving it. And Washington, too. It's a shame someone has to win this game.
The Mara family, kudos, congratulations. Don't take shit from anybody. You run the team the way you want. Doing a great job. All right, we're going to take a break and do the rest of the lines. All right, I separated these into categories. Week 18. AFC playoff spot on the line. Not counting Chargers, Raiders. We'll do that last.
Mm-hmm.
Titans, Texans. It's in Houston. Titans will clinch the 1 seed, amazingly. They will be the first 1 seed to have 5 losses or more in the AFC in a long time.
Right.
I think we go back to like the Raiders in 2002 since that happened. I have the Titans favored by 11 points in Houston.
You're going to get it. I said 12.5. It's 10.5. Is that our second teaser game?
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
It is.
Let me explain though. I have Texans under 4.5 wins. So I'll just crush my soul if I lose that one. Like they've won 2 games as double-digit underdogs, the Texans. I don't know that anyone's won 3 games as double-digit underdogs.
Well, we're going to lose that Lions' worst record bet.
Yeah.
Because of that Jared Goff play on like 3rd and 12 against, what team was that? The Cardinals or the Rams? All these games blend together. The Vikings.
The Vikings, right?
The Vikings. Yeah. 3rd and 12, and they let the guy just curl right in front of him for the game-winning touchdown. That's going to cost us that bet. Next one. We did Chiefs Broncos already. The other one that has some real playoff spot seeding on the line, Colts Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Colts clinch a playoff spot with a win. The Colts can lose this and still clinch if the Ravens, Chargers, and Steelers all lose.
Wait, say it again? If the Raiders, Chargers, and Steelers all lose? Yeah.
Yeah, the Colts can lose and still make it. We're not going to have to worry about that because the Jaguars are an absolute train wreck. They stink. They're really bad.
It's so funny. I was looking for that information. Like, do the Colts have to win? And Kornacki, everyone's like, don't even think about it. They're playing the Jaguars.
Right.
You actually found the number. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, Jaguars can't win this game.
It's in Jacksonville. I'm going to say Colts by 13.
It's too low. I said 16. It's 15.5.
Is it too low? Carson Wentz is on one of the teams.
Which one?
He's on the team that's favored by too many points.
All right. Well, that's a lot. I don't know. Do you make that? So now that you can't tease because that's too high.
You could do the FanDuel 13-pointer.
Could do that. Even then, you need a field goal.
I think the 13-pointer needs a name. I got to talk to FanDuel about this.
Yeah?
Like the number 13 was Will Chamberlain. Call it the Wilt.
Yeah, the Wilt. The Dan Marino. 13. The unlucky 13 is, we should know.
The Voorhees. The Voorhees of the week.
Oh, right.
13-pointer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Put like the Jason Voorhees hockey mask. That'd be pretty good, right?
I like it. The Voorhees, yeah.
The Voorhees. Well, this is a Voorhees. Here's another Voorhees. Bills home against the Jets. Bills clinch the AFC East with a win, which would get them to at least the 4 seed. And then if Cincy decides fuck it and throws away this game, it could get them to a 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this about the Jets. Officially frisky.
Sure.
I like how they've ended the season. They lost Michael Carter today, too, who was running the ball really well for them.
Play calling is fun. Who's that? LaFleur? He's a LaFleur, too, right? The offensive coordinator. They come up with some fun gadget plays, which made the 4th and 1 quarterback sneak like suck even more. I'm like, oh, come on. Doing fun stuff all game.
I'll tell you this. The Brandon Barras thing really bums me out.
Yeah.
Because we had him. He was like the ultimate, like, scrappy Belichick Patriots receiver pick who was on that, basically got the Julian Edelman scholarship. Like we moved him in. He basically probably got Edelman's locker. We tried to turn him into Edelman, and he just wasn't good for us.
Well, maybe he didn't like
Gunner took his spot.
You were calling him Brandon when his name is Braxton. But
Braxton.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's what I meant. Braxton. Braxton Berrios.
It's all right. Utah College has a kick returner. It's right up your alley, the Patriots.
Oh, I was getting texts about this guy. Yeah, he looked pretty good.
You're going to be all right.
It's pretty sad that every white guy like that just automatically gets assigned Patriots status. But we had this Barrios guy, and if you watch the Jets, which
I know,
don't ask me why, but I've seen a bunch of them the last couple of weeks, like they incorporate him in all these cool ways. They run bubble screens with him and reverses, and he just seems like he gets touches and he does stuff. I like him.
Quick as hell. It's quick as hell. What do you have for this number?
I have the Bills by 14.
I said 14 also. 17.
Too high.
Didn't you think we talk about frisky? We thought Atlanta. I was like, come on, Simmons, do it. Atlanta's plus 460. Let's do it. They're down 2 points and they're plus 460 late in the second quarter. But if Pitts is in that game, Pitts doesn't get hurt. I think they got a shot.
Allen kept throwing it to him.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of those games that got me more excited for
Matt
Pat's
Ryan, right? Yeah.
No, I'm saying Josh Allen.
Allen.
He kept throwing to the Falcons.
Oh, to the Falcons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Because last week he was like historically great last week.
Mm-hmm.
And this week he looked like Josh Allen again. So now I'm like, all right, 50-50 chance we get the guy from today in a playoff game.
I think this line's too high, actually.
I do too.
I like the Jets. Plus, it could be the blizzard again. Oh.
I think they've had a couple good drafts in a row.
Mm-hmm.
There's actual optimism with the Jets fans in my life, which is pretty funny. None of them want to trade for Russell Wilson. All of them are out. They're just like, all right, let's take these 2 top 10 picks,
right,
and let's go. Let's build something.
Yeah.
Next one is Pats Dolphins. Pats clinch the 5 seed with a win. They win the AFC East if they win this game and the Bills lose.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins have nothing to play for. They blew it
for
today.
some reason they're out, but the Ravens aren't out.
Yeah.
And they're both 8.
Yeah, they're out. Dolphins, after not trusting them for 7 weeks, Schrager and I $1 million picks, couldn't find the underdog. All of a sudden got excited about the Dolphins and somehow 2 small Dolphins bets.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking like, maybe it was just one of those games you knew within 6 minutes that it wasn't happening.
Yep. Couldn't stop anybody. Tua deflected passes. He had some call. Oh, is that a fumble? Oh, no, it's a forward pass. It was like the 3 of those. Like, yeah, they're a year away at least, I think.
Pretty rough. They were the good bad team. That's how they'll finish the season.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Pats favored by 5 at home against the Dolphins.
Son of a bitch. I said 4.5. It's 5.5. You got it. It's 1, 2, 3. All right, we're tied 5-5.
My team might be the good bad team.
You think so?
Well, we kill every bad team. That's part of the thing. But we have hung with some good teams.
When we saw like it was 50-10, you think, God, the Bills lost to this team. The Bills lost to the Jaguars. Is that the most screwed up result?
Lawrence was so bad.
Yeah.
And I think the Pats defense is finally healthy. And, there were a lot of signs that this could be a good game for the Pats. But
you could have run 0 times. You could have passed 0 times. You could have chosen one. Choose one. Are we not going to run today or are we not going to pass today? You would have won either way by 28 points.
They have no pass rush. It's rough.
Yeah.
Bengals Browns. This is in Cincy. The Bengals, as you said, they've already clinched the AFC North. Now, if KC somehow loses on Saturday, the Bengals would have something to play for because they could get a 2 seed at that point.
Right.
That would make me think maybe you strap it on, try to play.
Yeah.
They could get a 1 seed if the Titans, Kansas City, and the Patriots all lost. Mm-hmm. They could clinch the 1 seed if the Bills win and Tennessee and Kansas City loses. But again, Tennessee's playing the Texans, so that's not happening. So I think your instinct is right that KC wins on Saturday and then the Bengals say, all right, we'll take the 4 seed. We don't care.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to give away a hint, but go ahead. You pick a number here because I was off on this.
It's in Cincy, right? I have that correct?
No, it's in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my pick. I had the Bengals by 3.
It's I had to pick them. It's Cleveland by 3. So I get that.
Wow. Okay.
And so, we normally do this. So if you think that they're going to sit their players, you take Chiefs money line parlayed with Browns money line. Yeah. Right. Now the Browns could suck so bad that the Bengals backup beats them, right? But that's I don't know if that happens. What the hell are you going to do?
Well, the Chiefs money line is going to be pretty high, but
yeah, you get it back about to even if you get those 2.
Yeah, or you could do a 2-team 7-point tease, take the Chiefs down to 2.5, take the Browns to +4, whatever.
4. Yeah, that's not bad.
This could be Baker's last Browns start.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. Well, they definitely respond. We'll have to see how Big Ben responds, but Russell Hustle and Bustle was gangbusters today, knowing that it was his last start.
Al, Baker Mayfield's so tough. He's so tough, Al. He's such a tough guy.
He gets us through every commercial break.
Oh, my God. He's so tough. This guy, he's playing with a harness. He's got 7 broken ribs. His legs on backwards. This guy is so tough.
He's got a torn labrum, and his wife will not stop tweeting.
By the way, speaking of NBC, I should apologize for something. Last week I said Breeze was a corpse.
You did say that
on the pregame show. I said that. Yeah. I should have said I should have said cadaver. NFC seating on the line. We have the
seemed insincere. I gotta be honest. Go ahead.
Rams, 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good game. You could argue that they could have made this the Sunday night game.
I thought they might make this Saturday night, but I'm not sure of how the politics of this work.
Maybe this will be like the big Fox late game, right?
Yeah, they must have to
Sunday late game.
Yep, that's exactly it.
So this is in LA. The Rams clinch the division and a 2 seed if they win. The Rams clinch the division if the Cards lose. Even if the Rams lose, the Cards lose, they clinch anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers get in if they win or if the Saints lose.
Correct.
So odds are both of these teams will be a division champ and a team that gets in the playoffs.
So the Saints have to be a late game also then, right?
Yep.
New Orleans at Atlanta?
Yep.
They can't give their competitive advantage to anybody there. All right.
I'm going to say for this game, I'm going to say the Rams by 4 over the 49ers.
All right. I get this one. I said 6. It's 5.5.
So is that a Jimmy might not play line?
I think that's exactly what that is. Jimmy might not play, and then we'll figure out if Jimmy's better than Trey. And they have to think. Any 49ers fan, at least for these next couple games, needs Jimmy G in that lineup, right?
From what I saw today and what I've seen in the limited Trey Lance stuff before, I think it's potentially a disaster. He goes against the Rams pass rush.
Exactly. I was just going to say.
I think he can make like 5 turnovers that game. Yeah.
Right. No.
And he'll scramble around. He'll make some, but he's not ready for a game like that.
Mm-hmm. But they have beat him like 5 in a row, right? The 49ers? Isn't it something? I think they have their number.
All right. Next one that has NFC seating on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks. Panthers in Tampa. Brady still has some receivers left. The Panthers became a dark horse for the most depressing franchise sweepstakes. They had this really sad Cam Newton comeback. This new owner who came in gave Matt Rule the 7-year contract. Now that's looking bad. They have no quarterback. They passed on Mac Jones and Justin Fields.
Didn't he say it was bad? Didn't he say that was a bad contract? The owner said it, right?
It was reported that he was telling somebody, but who knows? Okay. Yeah.
Of course he was telling somebody.
Last year, everybody was like, every other team should have hired Matt Rule. Now he's out of favor. But that's what happens when you don't have a quarterback.
Guys everyone's going to pump the brakes a little with the college guys, right?
We say this, and then 3 years later, they all start coming back.
Yeah. You just run out of coaches.
It all depends on the quarterback. They made a bad bet.
Yep.
I have the Bucks favored by 12 over the Panthers.
All right, I get this. I said 10.5. It's 9.5.
Ooh.
All right, so that's the third one. Well, we don't know.
Yeah, that's
the other risky thing is Tampa plays their asses off. They're up 10 in the fourth quarter. They scoreboard watch, and the Rams are winning. I don't even know if these times match up for my scenario, but then Brady sits, right? And then Sam Darnold runs for 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter or something. You got to be careful week 18.
Saints Falcons is barely meaning something, but it means something. It's in Atlanta. Saints win, 49ers lose, and we finally get our shit quarterback in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be whoever the Saints shit quarterback is that day, but we'll get to bet against them. Falcons, this seems like their destiny to win this game and go 8-9 and become the worst 8-9 team in the history of football.
Was there over under 8.5? We missed that. We lost that, right?
No, it's 7.5.
It was. We could win. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes,
right.
sir.
You're right. It's 7.5. Yeah.
I have the Saints favored by 3.5 over the Falcons.
No, you're going to get it. I said 3. It's 4.5. So the Saints are favored to make the playoffs. The Saints are favored. The Niners are underdogs.
Oh yeah, technically, you're right.
Yeah. How is this going to happen?
So if you think the Saints are going to make the playoffs,
You want that 2 seed. The 2 seed is where it's at.
Yeah, so the Rams have real incentive because
Yeah.
they
The
beat
Rams
the 49ers.
Win, they probably play the Saints. Yeah.
That's amazing. So the move is Saints moneyline parlay with the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Provided at the same time, yeah.
And then if you're the 49ers, you just go back to that Tennessee game that you botched on the Thursday night as the reason to make the playoffs. Yeah. 10-0. Jimmy G just keeps throwing it to Tennessee, and all of a sudden Tennessee's clawing back, and then all of a sudden the Niners are losing, and yet another
that
game
was the
lost.
At least for me, that no game demonstrated more how fickle a football sports fan I am. Like, oh, look at this 49ers team, 17-1 to win the conference. What is that?
Right.
Were you playing me off?
No.
What is this, the Oscars? Oh.
My phone was ringing.
Well, like, 17-1 and win the conference is the greatest bet. Then at halftime, you're like, I can't wait for the Cowboys to play this team in the playoffs.
Yeah, there was a week there where we were so excited that we all had the 17-1 Niners bet.
It lasted like 2.5 days.
By the way, Wife Corner. What, every Sunday night we're taping a podcast from like 8:30 to 10?
She's calling you?
She's FaceTiming me.
Bring her on. Maybe she has something to say about Jimmy G.
It's like this was a different kind of Sunday night. All right, 2 more games. Who's winning right now between us?
I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 6, me. 2, 3. Yep.
Oh, because you boned up on those stupid irrelevant games.
Yeah. I'm good.
I'm going to win these. All right, these are probably irrelevant. Ravens, Steelers in Baltimore. The Ravens need a win, and then they need the following teams to lose. The Colts, the Browns, the Chargers, and the Dolphins. And if all 4 of those teams... Now, if you go through those one at a time...
Colts aren't going to lose. That's it.
The Colts would be the tough one. The Browns could lose.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers could absolutely lose. Dolphins could lose to the Patriots, obviously. So it'd be the Colts would be the tough one.
Do the Steelers have a better shot? I mean, they'd be 8-7-1 if they win tomorrow. I mean, they'd obviously have a better record than the Colts. So who would they need?
I didn't figure out the Steelers one. It was too complicated.
Okay.
And we both know the Steelers aren't winning 2 games in a row.
They can't jump the Chargers or Las Vegas, and they can't jump. So it ends up being the same thing. Yeah.
I have the Ravens favored by 2.5 over the Steelers.
All right. I'm getting this one too. I said 4. It's 4.5.
Oh, you dick.
How many
You've
left?
always been good in the last week of the season. This is it. We're the last one.
2 left. It's 2 left, right?
What are the 2? I only have
you
one
missed
left.
Seattle, Arizona.
I have that one. What was the other one?
And we didn't do the
Sunday
and then
night
the
big one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Cardinals, Seahawks in Arizona. Cardinals can clinch the division with a win and a Rams loss.
Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
And if the Rams win, then Arizona is stuck on the 5 seed. Arizona's 5th seed either way, but if they win and the Rams lose, they can flip spots.
I don't like. You like seeing the. I don't want to see. I like the divisions getting mixed up. Like I want to see the Bengals play the Patriots. I don't want to see the Patriots play the Bills. I don't want to see the 49ers play the Rams in the playoffs. Not in the first round. Let it mix up a little.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
You like seeing the Red Sox Yankees in that first round, or would you rather? Yeah, all right.
I don't mind it. I'm just excited for 6 playoff games in round 1. I can't wait. Cardinals 7.5 over the Seahawks. I have.
You get that one. I had 8. It's 6.5.
All right. Last but not least, Chargers at Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
A Las Vegas team that lost its coach to an email scandal, that had its star deep threat banned from football, basically. They have a pit boss for a head coach.
Right.
Rich, what's his last name? Rich whatever?
Bisaccia, right?
Yeah. They have Mark Davis in the luxury box, who just looks like he's out of succession.
We forget before all this was the misappropriation by the president who mysteriously resigned, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like week 3 or something.
It's just out of control that this team is alive. You would have thought the combo of the Gruden thing and that horrible rug story, you would have thought, that's it. This team goes in a tailspin.
Sure.
No. Somehow they're still kicking, and now they're home with a chance to go to the playoffs, playing this Chargers team that I think when they have their best guys is pretty good. And it seems like most of their guys, now Eckler's back, Derwin James was back today, Bosa will probably be back for next week. And more importantly, it's an official loser leaves town match. We always joke about these.
Yeah.
This is it. This is a real one. I was looking on YouTube because I was going to play you a couple loser leaves. Really not a lot of good loser leave town stuff from the 80s. I found one with Tommy Rich.
Buzz Sawyer, Tommy Rich?
Yeah, that was one of those. But like
that feud lasted like 7.5 years. I think that was like the longest feud in wrestling.
What's the most famous one? Piper, when Piper had to leave town?
Was it Valentine? Who I forgot.
Was it Valentine Piper? Somebody had to leave town if they lost?
Yeah. But then they always come back in a mask.
Mm.
Like Mr. X. But he has exactly the same finishing move as Tommy Rich.
Well, the Raiders can still get in even if they lose this game. If the Colts and Steelers lose, and the Steelers lose at least once, and the Colts lose, the Raiders can still somehow get in. But as we covered, I don't think the Colts are losing.
Right.
So I think the Chargers are going to be favored in this game, Sal. I have Chargers by 1.5.
You've said enough. I had the Raiders favored. I don't know why I did. Figured Las Vegas should like the Raiders. Chargers are favored by 3.
Makes sense.
You lost 9-8. Valiant effort, I think.
I lost 9-8 because you won the Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears, and Washington Giants games.
I'm going to bet those.
We should have made those worth like half.
Let me tell you something. I may have to. I'll get this to you and Schrager on $1 million picks, but you have to just go against whoever I'm taking this Chargers Raiders game. I haven't decided yet, but there's just no way I'm winning this. And I'm going to need to win it too because it's going to be a Sunday night game. I have to dig myself out. There's no way I'm winning this game.